guys, welcome back to Moose's Garage. Been out here working on this dash wiring for the last 2 nights. Let me tell you, it's been hot, but I'm getting it figured out. All you got to do is take your time, get yourself a good test light. I got this one right here that tells me how many volts, good ground. It's helped me a lot in doing this wiring. If you buy a wiring harness, tell them if you're not running a digital dash, not to put the hookups on it. Half of this dash wiring was for a digital dash, which I'm not using, so I'm getting rid of the plugs and I'm sealing off the wires. But if you come in here and take a look, I got my gauges in, wired, all hooked up, lights work, and I decided to go with my gauge panel. I made this 20 years ago. I just took an old housing and a piece of aluminum, I cut it. I got the hole saws for the tack and the speedometer and from my gas gauge. I even made me a couple holes down here for my turn signals. The only thing I didn't do was for my bright lights, which I have an LED snap-in light coming for that. I mean, it was simple. It just took some work, some time to figure it out, but I think it turned out good. I'm going to leave it with the raw finish like that. I think it just epitomizes a low buck, do-it-yourself kind of gauge set. I didn't pay for it. I didn't buy the blank or the gauge panel from Autometer. I did this myself, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. So if you look down here, yes, it still looks like a little bit of spaghetti. It's not quite as bad as what it looks. There's a couple connectors in there that are going to go to the rear for the lights and the gas gauge and such, which I'm kind of looking forward to doing the rear after I get this done and put up and tied up and make it nice and neat. So I've got my courtesy lamps under the dash to do. I do have a stereo that I bought back 20 years ago that looks like the stock unit. I have the chrome bezel for it, but it actually plays Bluetooth and it hooks into your phone. I'm going to put that in, a couple 6x9 speakers back here somehow in a box, but it will have radio in it, and it's just going to be a nice cruiser. The steering column still kind of dropped yet because I still got to pull my panel out and tidy up my wiring back there behind there. And all it does is take time, guys. It's just time consuming, and it takes you time to do it, and you just got to sit down and kind of figure it out. Look at the diagrams, do what you got to do. And like I said, guys, don't be intimidated by wiring. Just take your time. I have a lot of diagram sheets, and you can see I got stuff everywhere in this car to where I've been doing wiring and going through things. But I had one wire that I didn't realize had shorted out and blew a fuse, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out why I don't have power to this wire. Well, took a test light, checked the fuses, and found out I had a fuse that was blown. Replaced the fuse. Hey, I got power. So all my gauges work now. I have these wires here. I got courtesy lights, wiper feed, which I will get to, but I'm concentrating on getting the dash wired. I got to get the heater wired in it, the blower motor and the resistor, which they give me a harness in there to do that, and I have a harness in there to do the wiper motor. So, I mean, it's just taking me some time. I get this part of the dash done, and then I'm going back and starting to go. I'm going to run the wire back and start working on the tail lights. So working the way I've been working. It's supposed to be hot this weekend again. It's hot here now. And I'm just going to keep whittling away at it. And as soon as I get the wiring done, then the seat's coming out. I'm going to work on getting the 4-speed hump done and put in the car so I can get the shifter on it. I've got to get my buddy Donnie to come out. We're going to bleed the brakes. And I'm hoping next week, week and a half maybe, I'll be able to pull this out of the garage and at least drive it down the driveway and back. And I haven't driven this car since I got it in 2003, and it came with a 6-cylinder 3-speed on the tree. And I was pretty excited to drive it then, and I'm really getting antsy to drive it now. I have the throttle cable to do yet on the carburetor. One wire to tidy up on underneath the hood. Mount my catch can for the radiator. And I have to take out the electric fan sending unit out of the intake. I got a plug for it to put in there, and then I'll be done with underneath the hood. And I will say this, when you're doing wiring, buy extra fuses. I had to run out and get extra fuses in case I did something stupid and blew a fuse or shorted a wire out. But overall, I mean, turn signals work up front, headlights work. I got my dimmer switch in and hooked up. And that's a good thing with this American Auto Wire kit here, is that it comes with a new headlight switch, an ignition switch. It came with the dimmer switch, the flashers for the turn signals in the 4-ways, and I got the relay for the horn. I mean, this kit is a very good kit. And I see now that the prices are pretty expensive. Maybe there's a cheaper way to do it, but they give you the terminals and everything to do this. And they give you instructions. It's just, you can't freak out when you're doing wiring. You have to take a breath and just focus on one clump of wires. When I first started this, they had all these wires in here. It was for a digital dash, which I didn't have, which kind of intimidated me a little bit. But once I sat down and started looking at the wires and everything, I started understanding, and I could start eliminating things that I wasn't going to use. So probably 3 more nights, I would think, to get the heater and everything else in the dash, get my wires tidied up and tied up, and then I'll start running back to the taillights, get those done. I'll get the drive shaft in it, pull the seat out. I'm going to get the 4-speed hump in it so I can mount my shifter, get the seat back in it, get the brakes bled, and I hope to take it for a cruise down the driveway. There's no windshield in it, no windows are in it at all. I took them out because I was going to paint this way back when, and I'm still, I know I said I thought I had the color figured out. I'm still playing around with a couple different things in my head. I really love the movie 2-Lane Blacktop. I don't know what it is about flat black and primer colored and stuff like that. I just think it's cool. And this car isn't being built for people to sit there and say that that's how it should have been built. I'm building this car for me and how I want to build it. It's pretty satisfying, guys, when I can sit here and look at the wiring and say, hey, I wired this. It's my first time wiring a car. It's been rough, but I'm learning as I go. And that's the thing you have to do. Don't be afraid to try things to accomplish your goal and to finish your project. It's satisfying. Yes, you can pull your hair out at sometimes. I've had late nights out here to where I don't think I've gotten to bed this week before 12:30. But I'm the kind of guy that once I get started in something and I start chasing wires and trying to figure things out, I want to figure it out before I go to bed. So like I said, do not be afraid to try any of this. Even that dash gauge panel, piece of aluminum, couple hole saws. I took an old housing from a parts car. I cut the back of it out, put the gauges in it, and I wired it up. So it can be done. It can be done low buck. I understand the prices of parts are expensive these days. Shop around, check Marketplace on Facebook, um, swap meets, things like that. You can do this. I am not going to have a ton of money in this car. I have done a lot of trading and swapping and buying used parts, and it it's possible. Plus stuff I've had laying around from working on cars for 30, 40 years. I've been told I'm kind of a hoarder of parts, but I always figured that someday I was going to use them. So, with that being said, I'll keep you guys updated on the progress. Remember, build what you want. Don't let anybody else tell you what to build. Do it low buck. Have fun. Enjoy it. And keep on hot rodding, guys. Build it with your own two hands and be happy. Until next time, we'll be bringing more to you guys.